Today on Drawbli, we are drawing
Breath of the Wild enemies.
You can join us by sharing your art online using the hashtag Drawbli and click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos.
All right, Ben, what are you drawing for your enemy?
A bokoblin.
Ben, did you bite off more than you can chew?
No, I'm just gonna.
Ben,
no.
are you sure?
I'm positive.
You see, I did not really shoot for the stars here.
No,
No.
Well, yeah, I do see that. I do see
I
that you
mean,
didn't
this
shoot.
is actually a super cute illustration, though. If I
stars.
can even come close to resembling this by Arenia or something, I should credit the artist if I can. That's hard to do when you find your images on Pinterest, too.
Pinterest is really bad at
It's so
giving
bad.
links to the appropriate artist, and most of the
Yeah.
time it does not. Speaking of, if you do see an artwork in that we're working on, and we have not credited the artist, that is only because we could not find out who it was.
Yeah.
And if you do know, please comment
feel free.
below.
We'll add them to the description.
Yeah, comment below if you do know or recognize the artwork, and we would be happy to add
More
that to
than
the
happy.
description. But before you do comment, just double check on the description to make sure it's not already down there. 'cause
Yes, please
the-
double check, because we try.
All right, so I'm drawing a bokoblin, but I'm not biting off more than I can chew. That's rude.
It's
That's
not
so rude of you.
rude. We have a track history of biting
Not me.
more than we can chew.
Not me. You're a biter. Not me though. I don't bite. I'm a drawer. I'm an
You're
arter.
a drawer. Okay.
I'm
I'm not here to discourage or dissuade.
I'm gonna be focusing on the face, spending as much time as I can there.
Yeah.
So I got this.
All right. Okay, I get it. Okay, so I see you're gonna focus in on one area. That's probably wise. And I don't mean to dissuade. That's not my intent.
I can't believe everyone give Abby massive shade.
I know. I probably deserve it because I'm just here being discouraging.
Yeah, very rude. I can't believe that you would discourage me so
readily.
quickly. Yeah. You don't know what I'm capable of, okay? No, you do.
I do. You're very capable of things in the 3D world.
Wow.
I think that's actually informed a lot of what you do with 2D, which is really fun to see, like what you kind of carry over from 2D to 3, like from 3D to 2D. You're well known for doing 2D to 3D work, but from
It is my professional background.
yes. Oh my goodness.
But
I'm
the
struggling.
opposite. But the opposite.
But the opposite, though.
Ben's going from 3D to 2D now.
Yes.
And what's this? He's bad at it. He's bad at the 2D.
You're not bad at the 2D.
No, it's okay. It's okay to be bad at something. It's the first steps to being, as they say, kind of good at something.
Right.
So I'm okay with that. All in good time. It has not been a good amount of time yet. But
True.
But it will be eventually. I'm not in any hurry. Are you in a hurry?
I'm in a big hurry.
Why are you in such a hurry?
I'm trying to become a professional artist tomorrow.
Why? What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is, like I've been at this for like a week now. Shouldn't I be amazing?
That's how a lot of people are, I feel like. But in some regards, you do need to be in a hurry for some people, right? Like if you're trying to do the thing, you
Yeah.
want to have a little bit of a fire underneath your keister, get you there quicker. Sometimes it's almost a good idea to put yourself in rough positions. Some people really thrive under pressure. I am probably one of those people. I would say that I am one of those people that, like, if you put me in a pressure cooker, I'll, work even harder. But I was also that kid in school that did all of the assignments, like, immediately as soon as they were given.
Yeah.
I wanted to be done with everything as quick as possible, and then I didn't have to worry about it anymore. And that's just like the type of person that I am. I feel like that makes... There was actually something we saw recently that was talking about, the type of people that do wait till the last minute to do things. And it almost is kind of that mindset of forcing yourself to be under pressure to, like...
That's where
get
you're
things
going
done.
to succeed and actually create things.
Yeah, but I'm very good at, like, simulating that mentally, where I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to do this later, and I don't want to do this later, so I'll just do this now, and then I will have nothing but free time ahead to work on whatever else I want to do.
Exactly.
Just
That's how
it's always
I've
made more sense. to me.
typically been too, especially with, schoolwork assignments, things like that. It to me is much easier to just go ahead and get it done. But not everybody works that way. And I think as we begin to recognize that, we'll be able to help a lot more people who seem to struggle academically, because we'll understand that their brains just work different.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. That's why I'm not a huge fan of like personality types or anything like that.
I hate personality
They're
tests.
very similar in my mind to like a fortune teller or a fortune reading. It's like, you know, it could apply to literally anyone.
Yeah.
And it's really just you saying, "Ah, yes, that's me. That's exactly me." It's like, well,
Yeah.
is it really?
I'm actually not a huge fan of like Enneagram stuff. I don't like Enneagrams.
Yeah, I mean, people are way more complicated than, you know, we love to put things in boxes and
We really
classify
do.
things. I don't. I am not a fan of that. I think people are way more complicated than that. And additionally, like, you know, one day you might feel, you know, like you're an INTJ, and then the next day you're an MSP, an MS Paint,
Right.
a PSD, like Photoshop Doc. Like, I don't know. I don't really know any of them. But yeah, I'm not a big fan personally.
No, me neither. And that's okay.
What
Other people can be. They can
speaking
do
of,
something they enjoy.
speaking of, what are you, Abby? What personality type are you?
I don't even know. Like, that's how much I don't really care for these kinds of things, is that I don't even know what my personality
What's,
type is.
In East Asian culture, a lot of it is like blood type, like your blood type defined very similar way. Which is even more of something like you don't have a say in.
I'm one for definitely respecting other cultures, but that's something I cannot get behind.
It's a little silly. I don't think many people. It's very similar to like here. Like not a lot of people would believe in that like necessarily, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I will say it's fun, and if you can have fun with it, then that is a different thing entirely, right? Like but to me, that's what they are. They're just fun.
Just fun. Yeah.
I would hate to see somebody ascribe more to them than was necessary.
How's your jellies coming over there?
Good, I'm working on the first one. He's coming along.
Are you excited for Breath of the Wild?
I am so excited. We've already talked about we don't even know yet what we're going to do, because
We're gonna fight.
we're
gonna fight to the death.
I don't know what we're going to do, because we both love Breath of the Wild.
We're gonna have an all-out brawl.
Basically,
We're gonna have to get.
How
you know
are we
what?
gonna decide
let's
who
just
plays?
let's just have everybody vote down below. Who gets to play first?
oh, are you sure you want to leave it up to chance?
No, because they would definitely pick you.
Oh, we don't know that.
No.
If one of us was streaming our play, they might pick you because you're better at games than I am.
No, no, they would pick you to spite me. I know.
They
I
don't-
know you guys. I know how you
Internet
are.
hates us. It's out to get me.
It is.
You all. It's conspiracy.
But yes, I am very excited for Breath of the Wild too. I hope it's like different enough to where it feels like a new game, and not just like like more content in the same game as Breath of the Wild. Like I'm hoping for a big enough update. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just like, you know.
Breath of the Wild was like it must be really, really hard just to know like what's the next big improvement on that. I don't see how you could just straight up say, oh yeah, and now we have something completely different.
Well,
after
not
that
completely different.
masterpiece.
No, they want it to be very similar because they want to play off of the success of the first game. You know, I'm trying to think if they've ever done really anything like this to this extent with Zelda, like you know, oh, it's like here's Minish Cap, and it's like now here's Minish Cap 2. So I'm guessing Breath of the Wild was just very, very successful monetarily for them, and they're like, oh, we got it, do a second
We
one.
gotta hit the repeat button. I mean, I'm sure. And it was just straight up fun though. Like besides being successful, it was very genuinely fun game. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was very different than most Zelda games. I'm really hoping that they bring back the dungeons. There were not really dungeons in that game, not like traditional Zelda dungeons. And I am a big fan of the like big puzzle dungeons that it's kind of hard to explain, but they like the whole dungeon in Zelda games is often like a puzzle itself, to where it has a lot of moving parts that function like one big living thing. Yeah, it's actually really cool. It's a kind of the main, well, like when I think of Zelda, I think of the dungeons.
When I think of Zelda, I think of the monsters and enemies, specifically in Breath of the Wild. I played a lot of it, and I would like travel to the farthest reaches of the map trying to find like the most strong and difficult Lynels, the big centaur creatures, to fight. And it was so fun. Like, that was the moment where I felt like, wow, I'm a great gamer. Because they were really hard to beat.
Yeah.
Well,
really
hard ones were hard to beat. You say yeah, like, no, they weren't. Aww.
They were, yes. But the problem with a lot of games in that area is that, your character just continues to get stronger, and eventually that thing that was difficult to beat is no longer difficult to beat because you have progressed in the game. I'm more of a fan of games like Sekiro, where nothing gets easier. The only way that things become easier is that you become better at the game. So it's like, you come back and you maybe, have like a couple new pieces of gear or whatever, but really that's not going to help you beat this part of the game. You just have to have had, practice and time playing the game, and you are like naturally going to get much better at it from doing that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I look for in games. That's what I like a lot. I like that progression.
Of just becoming better at the game personally.
Well, okay, so like think of a game like World of Warcraft where you just level up, right? You just level up and then you did it. You played the game long enough and now that thing that was hard is now easy. It's like, well, that doesn't necessarily, to me at least, feel very rewarding. I want to feel like I got better at the thing and conquered it. Kind of like, well, like drawing. Imagine like, in drawing, we just had a little EXP bar next to us and it just slowly kept filling up. And, it just, like, it wasn't really our efforts or our improvement. It's just like all just, imagine that actually buying new gear made you better at drawing. Okay, that's maybe the better example.
That is how it works. That's why I want to keep buying new pens and.
Yeah, you are wanting to buy a lot of new pens.
Well, I just watched a tutorial that had a bunch of like new like pens and stuff, but I genuinely think I do want these pens. I don't think these pens will make me a better artist. I think though that they would be really fun to use.
Yeah, absolutely. But imagine that buying a new pen, a more expensive pen, genuinely made you better at art.
That would be amazing.
No, it wouldn't. It would not be rewarding at all. Nothing easily gained is worth having, so to speak. That kind of idea. And I 100% agree with that sentiment.
Then how's your Bokoblin going?
Bobcoblin?
I thought they were called, I didn't pay too much attention. What did I think? Bokoblin? I don't know what I called him. Bokoblin?
Bokoblin, yeah. He's going great. I'm having lots of fun working on him. How are your little Slimers coming?
They're coming along. They don't look really like the reference too much, but I'm okay with that.
That's okay. You're doing your own thing.
I'm putting my own artistic spin on it, is what it is.
My artistic spin is called Bad at Art. What's yours called?
The same. It's also called that.
Don't steal my steez. Hey, I'm the bad one. You're the good artist and I'm the bad artist. That's our.
Are we good cop, bad cop, kind of?
Yeah, that's our like dynamic.
Oh, okay. I wish this would translate for me into actual like really good art. That would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
My persona, I identify as being like really good at art, and therefore, can I just be good at it? I would love that.
Yeah, I would love to identify as being good at art, but I do not.
I don't either.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get some darker and brighter areas in this. I feel like my shading could use some work. Need some darker
Pump up those
areas.
values and
Exactly,
hues.
exactly. I have not been pumping up my values enough. I feel like I gotta get more focused on the values, you know? Are you focused on your values? Do your slimes have a lot of values in them?
They actually do, and it's actually kind of hard to. I'm trying to emulate what this artist has done.
Which is what?
Just it's almost like a subtle vector esqueness of each of these characters, where the splotches of color within them take on a very like painterly but with circles sort of style.
Very
I guess
nice.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to describe it.
No.
So I'm trying to capture that just a little bit, but it's hard. Luckily Procreate has a dearth of very handy brushes that really should allow me to like almost I'm imagining I'm going to come across it by accident. The look that I'm going for.
Oh, yeah. So I don't go for a look. It's more of like what happens is what happens.
Yeah.
And take it or leave it. This is what I got.
Well,
This is what I have to bring to the table.
yeah, you don't go for a look. I'm going for something. I'm going for an effect, perhaps, is what I should say. And I would like to be able to achieve the effect I'm after.
Don't forget that fire effect. Speaking of effects.
On the
that's-
top one,
Yeah, you got some cool
Yeah.
FX going on there.
I got to figure out how to create the electricity on the middle one next. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I've never made electricity before. That's why this is a great subject matter, because
You gotta learn. So they tell you study anatomy, and then right under that is learn how to draw electricity.
I can't believe I've neglected that till now.
Yeah, I actually feel pretty dumb not joining you and learning how to draw electricity. I've been studying stupid stuff like drawing rocks, you know? That's just, I'm wasting my time over here, honestly. I need to get in and draw some electricity. I can't even say it with a straight face.
I bet there's like some really cool and easy tricks to make electricity.
Oh,
but-
really? You think so?
But I'm sure
think-
there's
I
tutorials
think
on
I
create
could.
electricity this easily.
I think I could come up with some cool ways to get some electrical effects in there. Actually, yeah, I've done it before in Photoshop. I do know how to do it. I'm saying I know. I know the secrets.
I'm great. Would you be able to
Well, I'm kind of working on my thing over here, so it's like, you know.
share the knowledge? That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited to like try it like once on my own, so that when I do look up a trick, I'm going to much more appreciate like how good the trick is.
Yeah, for sure.
And be like, oh, that makes it so much easier.
I'll show you some techniques at the end when we're checking out each other's artwork. How about that? Does that sound fair?
That sounds great. I would love that.
Show you my secret techniques.
Ben has secret techniques for creating lightning.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm kind of a lightning pro. I don't even study lightning or anatomy anymore because I just know everything.
You
there
don't
is
study
to-
lightning anymore.
or anatomy. No, I just know everything about it. You know?
That's nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I just know things.
It's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Abby, what are you doing for some finishing touches?
Well, I'm probably going to pretend that there were only 3 of these bad boys all along,
That's fair.
I guess.
You can do that.
So that I can actually try to put some lightning in. Or let's just see here. Let's take a stab at lightning let's grab a luminosity pen just to save
Abby's
a
favorite.
step.
Abby's favorite pen.
Yeah.
Abby's
let's
favorite
grab the
brush.
Light brush.
The absolutely like blinding luminosity pen.
Right, let's choose a green color. That one looks good. And then what's the plan here? See, that is definitely...
So for finishing touches,
Got it.
you are adding some lightning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Question mark?
So I love how you're always so sure of yourself, and I wish I could just have some of that energy.
Oh, this is... Yeah, I sounded so sure of myself. Yeah, maybe. Let's see if I erase part of it. No, I feel like I'm losing it more than I'm gaining it.
Gosh. Well, for my finishing touches, I'm going over and doing like a black and white pass, just kind of adding that extra layer of shading to everything. I know it's very messy. I'm aware. I can see. But I think that'll be a nice little extra depth push here at the end.
Nice. I like that.
I've got the groundwork. I'm doing quotation marks when I say groundwork here. Down, and now it's time for me to just bump it up. And I'm doing that with some black and white. You're getting some lightning in there.
I got a little lightning in there. I will say I tried. I gave it my best shot.
I think it came out pretty well.
Then the next question is, how do I create fire?
Ooh, yeah,
There is a brush for flame
I can't help you
elements.
there. Oh, is there really?
Elements?
There's just
yeah.
a fire brush. Just does it for you.
Can't tap it though. It's locked, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
There we go.
You have to level up more to
Yeah.
unlock. Honestly, that would be such a fun way to have like a drawing app. It's like you can't use certain brushes until you level up enough. Like gamify Procreate. That'd be pretty cool.
It is kind of a luminant brush, so it does make a little fire effect.
A luminant brush?
It's not like the kind of stylistic fire of the original art, but...
What do you mean by that, a luminant brush?
Well, it's like a luminosity brush.
Ah.
But it's a little different than that.
Not quite the same.
It's not in the luminosity palette. It's in the elementals palette.
The Elementals palette. Ooh.
And some quick
That does sound really cool.
cool.
What level do you have to be to unlock the elemental brushes?
29.
Oh god, I'm so far away. I'm only
You are 29.
I'm only like level 2 over here. I feel like. What level are you again? Are you past level 29?
No.
No?
No.
You're not quite that leveled up yet?
No.
I'm not talking about age like you are. Nah.
I am
In pain.
like literally my face right now is like this concentrated mask of struggling. The faster I go, the more I'm just like, oh god, oh no.
Well, my Bokoblin's like kind of great. Like maybe the best thing I've ever drawn. I'm just gonna say that every time I draw something new until it becomes true. Eventually, it has to be true. Like I'll actually make something good and be like, ooh,
that would actually turn out great.
But then I'll be like the boy who cried wolf, and then no one will actually. They'll just be like, you say that every time. This is.
We have no idea what you really think.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm finished with my Bokoblin. Are you finished with your? Oh, speaking of, do you even know what those are called? Do you remember? Ooh, yes.
It's been so long since I've played the game.
Yes, the chew jellies.
Yes, they are so fun. I love like collecting the different chew jellies and realizing in the game that you could do that was such a fun element of the discovery of the whole thing.
Well, yeah, they're like items, just like anything. They drop items of different jelly varieties. I don't think I ever really used them, though. I'm pretty sure they are more so, like, they just give you resistance bonuses or something. So, like, using them wasn't really, like, it's like, yeah, I don't want to take the time to, like, use this or make this.
Yeah, they ended up, I think, not being super handy unless you really needed some, like, frost resistance in a pinch.
Ooh, yeah, actually, that was a very important one because of the environmental damage you would take.
And then,
Ooh,
so for certain environments, but then eventually you would always get like a suit for that environment, and it kind of negated the importance, I feel like, of the chew jelly as you gained suits per every environment.
I love your chew jellies. That's so fun.
Oh, thank you.
Do you remember that? Oh, wait, here, I'll do this. Remember that trick I showed you where you can, like, darken something and then go back over top and erase? That
was a cool trick that you showed me, yes.
Yeah? Well, I'm gonna do it right now.
Do it. Get it done.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not gonna work. Oh, no, it is working. Yay!
I'm really glad I chose to choose for this challenge.
Why's that?
Because their shapes are so simple and so cute.
They are very cute.
I enjoyed working on them.
Yes, I like doing simple stuff just because that is what I am capable of.
Exactly.
But I like trying harder things every now and again too. I feel like this Bokoblin was, a more challenging one for me. But I actually had a a lot of fun working on this guy. He's really cool. I really like the bokoblin creatures.
They're very fun.
Next time I'll do a moblin. Even more.
Very nice.
All right, now to lower my opacity. Oh, wait. How are you doing? Are you almost done over there?
I am almost done. I'm actually, I would say, ready when you are.
I've been ready. I've just been doing bonus over here. Bonus.
Oh, just
thing.
bonus? Well,
Yeah.
I could be done too. I'm just doing a little warp style.
A little warp style.
Warp style.
Warp style.
And then maybe a little liquefy. Push on. Oops. Make that size a lot bigger. Trying to get that more droplet shape. Although I'm stretching his eyeball, but that's all right.
That was actually a really fun technique. I got like a lot of texture out of that. Okay, let's check out your guys. I want to see what you got cooking over there.
All right, so here are my guys that I got cooking.
Ooh.
Take a look.
Ooh, okay, so tell me how you did the lightning.
Okay, so I took a luminance brush, and when you first use luminance, it's very smooth and not jagged like lightning.
Yes.
So then I took an eraser and just kind of jaggedly erased on it with a normal brush. It isn't anywhere near as good as whatever technique it is you're probably about to show me, but it did for lightning in a pinch, didn't it?
No, it looks awesome. That's really cool. And the fire, you used like some kind of fire brush, some elemental.
I scribbled on with a fire brush.
I think you got a lot of fun texture on these guys. I can see a lot of fun texture in your brushes that you used, and that is very fun. And I love their eyes. They're so googly and silly. Here is my bokoblin.
Oh, I love him.
Hold on, I gotta flip him. Forget.
Yeah, he is vibrant. Look at the purple on his tongue.
Very
I
purple.
love that. I love how his eyes glow a little bit.
Yeah, sampled directly from the reference image.
Yeah, your contrast in values here is very attractive to the eye. It makes this very fun to look at.
I could bump it up
really
more,
pops.
but thank you. I appreciate
Oh, you could
that.
bump it up even more?
Yeah,
Well-
there's some more I could do.
Well, maybe you have to return to this on your own time then and bump it up, but I really like this.
Why, thank you. Here, let me show you some fun lightning.
Oh, yeah, please
I have
do.
an idea. I have an
Okay.
idea for lightning. So this is how I've done it in the past. I'll just grab something. Actually, here, check it out. I'll just use a pencil to do it too. Okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Boop, 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 boop.
Pencil. Okay.
All right, so let's say you got some lightning. Whatever you want to do with that. Yeah, that looks great. So what you do is you duplicate your lightning and you go to Gaussian blur and then you blur that one and it'll give your lightning a slight little glow. And if you want more glow, you can duplicate that, which I will do that, sure. And then I'll go back to my lightning, which I did make yellow. And if you want, you can even, reduce the saturation and make it more white. And then maybe make your glow more yellow. There's a lot of things that you can kind of play around with there.
Yeah,
so.
I could see myself being able to use like a thicker brush if I want a thicker lightning like that. Draw your shape that you want the lightning in, and then use this technique
To give it a glow.
So let's say I wanted to use like, oh, this is great. See, I knew it. I knew very quickly I would have
Blackburn.
the.
Wow, what a fun brush name.
No, there's so many good ones. I would get to learn some awesome way. Let's try this brush pen.
Is it the technical pencil, the one that's like the syrup brush? Oh, yes it is, right? That's the one that you use and like a lot? Yes.
I used a dry ink brush.
Oh, dry ink. Dry ink. And that's under inking?
I should have done this on a new layer. That's all right. This is cool. I like this. And then go back to your original layer and hue, saturation, brightness. This is so exciting. You can make it whiter. You can.
Everybody
reduce
knows
saturation.
that bokoblins breathe lightning.
This is so awesome. I could change the color entirely. Or no, I can't, I guess.
Yeah, you can.
Well, it's not letting me in the hue bar. Or probably because the brightness is all the way up. I turn that down. Yeah, there we go. It's like, what? You can't get any different hue than white if you're white.
If you're white, if you're white, you can't be anything other than white. I agree with this. I am very white.
All right.
Wow,
That's
some beautiful
awesome.
lightning. Great job.
Thank you for teaching me that. Little bonus tutorial for anybody who's stuck around. We don't do tutorials here. Oh, you made your guide breathe lightning. I love it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. You can join us by sharing your...
Breath of the Wild enemies.
I love always putting you on the spot like that.
I know.
You can share them online using the hashtag Drawbli and click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. And this is the part where we say a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wow, my art style is just really shining through today.
It really is. You're doing a phenomenal job.